Welcome back to our SketchUp for Schools tutorial series. In this episode, we're going to take a look and we're going to modify the window a little bit. We're also going to put in the base panel underneath the base cabinets. And then we're going to take a look and create our front door. So to begin with, let's go in and down here at the very bottom underneath the base cabinets. This right here would be on the base cabinets, it's just particle wood or whatever the cabinet's made out of. So there's a piece that goes on top of it that makes it look all like one cabinet. So that's what we're going to create. So take your rectangle tool, try to get underneath, and we're going to go from that top right hand corner or top left hand corner to the bottom right hand corner. To move over, again, we're using the keyboard shortcuts of middle scroll wheel and shift. Drag it all the way down to that bottom right. Select it. Take your push-pull tool, and we're going to pull this towards us and do 0.25. Triple click on it, right click, and we're going to make this a group. And we will add that to our tags, and we're going to put it as our cabinets. Let's go over here to the other side, and we're going to do the exact same thing. Take our rectangle tool, go from the top left, go all the way over to the bottom right, and we'll actually extend that as well. So pull that out, 0.25. I'm then going to take my push-pull tool, select that edge, and just pull it all the way out to the wall. Hit our space bar, triple click on it, right click, and just make this a group. And go in here to our info and turn it into our cabinets. That way, when we turn off the cabinets, then those turn off as well. So now we have that, let's go ahead and work on our window just a little bit. We will see kind of how this is going to turn out, as we do have our little design, so it's going to make it a little bit harder to erase like I would want to. But we'll see kind of how it goes out. So take our tape measure, and we're going to go from here, use our left arrow key to make sure that it goes along the green axis, and we're going to do 3. Actually just 3. From here, we're going to go over along the red axis, so hit the right arrow key, go 3.5, and do the same thing on this side. So left arrow key or right arrow key, 3.5. Next, we're going to take the rectangle tool, and we're going to go from that point all the way over to this point in order to create that look. Take the push-pull tool, and we're going to pull that down 0.75. So what we're going to do is I'm going to delete this bottom part. In order to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to take our rectangle tool, and I'm going to draw in, well actually we're going to right click, edit that component, so the window component, take our rectangle tool, and I want to draw a rectangle from that top left hand corner right here. I'm going to go all the way over, and I'm going to put it all the way to the very back right here. So that creates a rectangle right here. We're then going to select that rectangle, hold down Shift and triple click on the window so that the entire window is selected. We're then going to right click on the window and go to Intersect Faces with Selection. What this is going to do is that it's going to make this shape intersect with this shape, so that whenever I go in here to erase this part, it's not going to erase everything because there's a line that goes all the way across our window, even in the indentions and all of that stuff. So now with the eraser tool, I can actually come in here and erase, and it's not erasing the top of my window. It's just erasing this bottom part because we intersected it with that rectangle up here. And I can actually right click and erase that now, as I don't need it anymore. So just come in here, hover over all these lines and erase it. If you're having problems, you can come in here with the selection tool and draw a box around it. That'll also erase it. So you can go from the right to the left. It'll highlight things and then you can erase it as that way as well. All right. So now that we have that, what we're going to do is we're going to draw in another rectangle from this corner right here all the way down, hover over here and drag straight down. And we'll go ahead and click it there, some arbitrary number, and we'll fix it here in a minute. Pull this out, 0.5. I wanted this to go down 3.5. So take our push-pull tool and let's pull that down to and hover over that guide. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take our protractor tool right here. With the protractor tool, remember we have to make 3 clicks. The first click is going to center the protractor, create our 0, so we're just going to go straight over to the left, and then pull down. This time we want an angle of 45 degrees. So 45, enter. Take our line tool and let's draw in our line. If you mess up, misclick like I did, just redo it. Like that. Hit the push-pull tool, and if you did it correctly, it should be able to be selected, and push that back to the wall. Once it's flat along the wall, then it will disappear. Let's go over here to the other side. We're going to do the exact same thing. So protractor, select the top corner, create our 0, and then go down, type in 45, enter. With our line tool, let's go in here and draw in our angle. Did it correctly, there's no gaps, then it's selectable. Flatten that out and it'll disappear. Come in here with our eraser, erase the guides, and there we go. So right click, let's close that component. Let's go ahead and triple click on that. Right here, I want to take my rectangle tool and I'm just going to draw in a box right there. Take my push-pull tool and I'm going to pull that all the way down, hover over the very bottom edge here in order to delete it. So that way there's not that line there. Triple click on that, right click, make that a component, And over here into info, I'm just going to turn that and put that along with the window. To create our line here, let's go ahead and click on that. Hold down Shift, select our window, right click, go to intersect faces with selection, and that will create that line like there should be there. All right, so now that the window's done and those are done, let's go over here and let's take a look at our front door and get that set up. So with our tape measure, we're just going to create a simple little shape. So sort of like our window, we're going to go 0.5, go from the edge of the foundation, again use our arrow keys, do 0.5. We're going to go 0.5 this direction. From this point, we're going to go 3.5. And for the door, we need to find the center point of our door frame. So right here. So we have 2 inches right here. Our front door is going to be 1 3/4 inch. So we're going to go 0.25 in this direction and 0.5 in this direction. So that we have that right there for the door, and we're going to create our door at 1.5 inches. Take our rectangle tool. We're going to connect all the dots. So draw in that shape. We're going to draw in that shape. Draw in this shape. If you misclick, just hit escape. We did need to go from this point out 0.5 and draw in this little indentation. Then let's go ahead and erase all our shapes. One thing that you will need to do, make sure you right click on the foundation and select lock. Same thing with the plot. Come in here and lock the plot as well. That way we can erase things and we're not messing anything up. And actually right here, let's go ahead and let's do another 0.25, just make that a little bit wider. Just so it looks a little bit beefier with that front part. So now we have all that. We're going to, again with the door, we only need 3 lines. So take our line tool, draw in one line, draw in the other, and let's draw in our last one. Hit escape in order to deselect it. Hit our space bar. Let's go ahead and click on that side, click on the top, and click on the left. Remember, holding down Shift, make sure all 3 lines are selected. Select our Follow Me tool. Come down here. If we hover over our shape, it should be fully selected because we did erase those lines. Go ahead and click on it. So I guess it has a problem with the whole reselecting it. So let's go ahead. Now that we have our Follow Me tool up there, let's try that again. Everything's selected. Click on the Follow Me tool and let's click again. There we go. I guess for some reason it does have a problem if you go in here and change the tool that's there. So let's go ahead and take selection tool, triple click on that frame, right click, reverse face. Let's go ahead and right click on it, and we're going to make this a component. Do front door frame, Click OK. Next, we're going to take our rectangle tool, go from this bottom left, and go all the way up to the top right. Select the P key for push-pull, drag that out, and type in 1.5. Hit the spacebar, triple click on it, right click, make this a component, front door, select OK. Now what we're going to do is we're actually just going to open the door. So we're going to have it swing in this direction. So we're going to take our rotate tool right here, hover over this little corner, select that corner, drag over to the right, create our center, or create the 0 point, and then we're going to just drag over and kind of open it partially. Take our selection tool, select the door trim, hold down Shift, select the door itself, right click, and let's make that a group. Let's go ahead and open up our tags. We don't have walls yet or doors yet, so select the plus sign, select doors, click OK. Open up our anti-info and change that from untagged to doors. If you see we have on our tags, a lot of them are very, very similar. So if we select the door, we can change the color by going in here, and we can just change that to something else. Like that. So at this point, go in here and save your project. Make sure that you take our screenshots so that I can see both the door and your window. In our next episode, we're going to finish up our closet door and then start taking a look at putting in textures and materials.